Yo, what's up, guys? You got pokeaim here with week 2 of the MBL. I have the team builder. The battle's going to be up on Envy's channel. I have no idea when because we haven't played, but the battle will be up on Envy's channel. So assuming this goes up, if the battle isn't up on Envy's channel, the day after, it might be the same day. Envy, do you know when the battle's going to be up on your channel?
The battle is going to be up on my channel. It's going to be up exactly 24 hours from the team builder.
It's not going to be exactly 24 hours. There's no way. But
it might be up sooner.
Yeah, we'll
Don't
see.
take my word for it.
We'll see. Anyway, we're playing Poke and Lee, which is Osiris, right? If I'm not mistaken. Osiris, yeah. Two great players.
Last name is BBC, I think.
Last name is VGC, yes. Two great players. Poke is apparently a very big Tapu Bulu enthusiast, and I already know Lee is really good. But anyway, the way we made our team this time is we're gonna bring Moody Galarian, I'm not gonna lie, but we'll do that later.
Yeah.
What we kind of thought was that we could beat them with setup. Their Mons, while they are powerful, Mega Charizard X, Tapu Bulu, we have a few checks to them. For example, Thick Fat Snorlax doesn't really care about what Charizard goes for, and you combine that with Tapu Fini getting rid of or weakening its Dragon type attacks. Flare Blitz is already halved, and then Dragon type moves are weakened too. And even then, if they do bring Mega Charizard, I'm pretty sure it's going to be like Swords Dance or Dragon Dance, Protect, Thunder Punch, Flare Blitz. I think that's like their best set versus us, so I feel like Snorlax is going to be really good versus them.
Yeah.
We talked for a long time about our Lax too. We were just saying a bunch of crazy stuff like Whirlpool Lax and bringing a whole bunch of things. The Lax we ended up with was Curse Lax with Thick Fat, max defense, max HP, because we want to be able to take on Bulu and Charizard, hits from Mega T-Tar, even Excadrill. We have Stockpile. Stockpile with Normalium Z is a full restore. And
it also grants us the boost too, which
exactly.
is really good.
It gives you a +1 defense and +1 special defense boost, so that's pretty cool. The two attacks we actually chose to run this week are High Horsepower and Gunk Shot. Originally we had Heavy Slam, but we thought that Gunk Shot would be better because a bulk of Bulu could be a little bit problematic. Shout out to Chimp back for pointing that out for us. And it's just Curse Lax. Curse Lax, two attacks. We didn't want to bring Recycle Berry because, again, Thick Fat's kind of necessary for the Charizard, in our opinion. And again, Impish, max defense, max attack, max HP, excuse me. It's how we take on Excadrill and Mons like that. It's just really solid versus their team, and just naturally has good Spadaf for Pokemon like Mega and Polion. Like the Buzz if they become problems. So you want to talk about Mew, bro?
Sure. So for Mew, we were thinking of a lot of different sets. We were at first thinking of some kind of lure Mew that could really work to beat stuff like Mega T-Tar and Bulu and all those kind of things, like mixed coverage perhaps. And then we were sort of transitioning to thinking, wait a second. So we were thinking like, okay, a lot of the setup that we're planning is going to be really, or at least we think is going to be really good versus them. Why not run bulk up Mew as well? We can also boost attack and defense and stuff just like Lax and Steelix, as you'll soon see. So we were running at first bulk up, Drain Punch, Poison Jab, and Rock Slide, and then I think Chimp gave us an idea of running Baton Pass on this Mew set, which is really good because if we want to switch out, perhaps maybe like Yanmega's on the field or something, and of course we're naturally faster than Yanmega before it goes for Protect for getting speed boosts. We could even Baton Pass into something like Snorlax and Steelix, which can handle it better and keep our stats in that way, and I think that'll be really good overall with Drain Punch and Poison Jab. Drain Punch hitting things like Mega T-Tar, Drill, really hard, while Poison Jab is just mainly for the Bulu.
Yeah.
So like getting stat boosts and stuff with the Pop Berry, and we have a lot of defense investment in this thing so that we can beat stuff like Bulu and Zard. And so
T-Tar.
maybe T-Tar.
Mainly
and like,
Bulu and T-Tar and Drill. Like it just takes its better.
And versus Zard too, right? Like we can Baton Pass out into Lax, which is there designed to take on Charizard. So I think it's really cool.
Yeah, I think it's nice too. And Figgy Berry again, enough speed for Yanmega. I don't think that their Charizard, if it's not going max speed, I don't think it's going to go much more than because like our speed tiers drop all the way down after that. It's either he expects us to go max speed Mew or he doesn't. After that, again, our speed tiers just drop all the way down. So like 284 around that side, maybe a little bit faster than Serena and things like that. We don't have the fastest team, so like I said, our fastest Pokemon is Talonflame, and after that it drops all the way down to Mew. So unless you want to run max speed Charizard, they're not. And then again, going Jolly Nature, we're boosting our defense. Pretty cool. Rest put in HP. Steelix is our next mon, Mega Steelix, and we have 56 attack investment. That way at +1, we 2-hit KO Reuniclus, if I'm not mistaken. It's like over half.
I think so.
To defensive Reuniclus. Stomping Tantrum because they have Tapu Bulu, which of course weakens Earthquake. So Stomping Tantrum is pretty cool as well. Steelix in general is just really good versus them if they bring Tyranitar. Mainly because it boosts both of our attacks. So our Stomping Tantrum and our Heavy Slam are both being boosted because of Sand Force. So that's something that's really nice when it comes to Steelix. Curse is there. We have max HP, max defense. Because this thing can actually 1v1 Charizard. Like, it'll be, if I curse up and they go for Swords Dance, I'll little Flare Blitz, and I'll knock them out with Stomping Tantrum. So that's just something to know. I also like how it has 600 and 300 attacks. So it's like,
Yeah, the EV numbers are pretty nice.
Look really nice, yeah, exactly. And, you know, combine that with Tapu Fini support, it's not going to be worried about being burnt or anything like that, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, and the thing about our mons is we're running a lot more defense than Spadef. The reason is because they have a lot more physical attackers. Like, they're only, like, big special attackers, I guess, are
Mega and Empoleon.
Maybe, Mega and Empoleon, maybe Reuniclus as well.
Maybe Combine Bulu, but even then, like, Combine Bulu isn't beating Elix from full.
Yeah, or even Snorlax for that matter, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. So next we have Tapu Fini, which is there for, of course, like Joey said, the terrain, which is useful for, you know, supporting Snorlax versus Mega's Charizard. Changing up their grassy terrain is also good too. And just because, like, I think it's a great check to things like Zard, Hitmontop,
Tyranitar,
Tyranitar,
Zero even.
Yeah, and we're running Scald Moonblast just because they have the potential for wide guard with Hitmontop. So I think the singular, you know, attacking Scald will be great, especially since if they try to bring in Bulu, then they change up the terrain. We are able then to burn things on their team, because with Misty Terrain we can't do that, but because they have Bulu, which is something that can be more inclined to come in when Fini's out, it's nice to get that burn chance. And of course Moonblast, so that we can hit things like I guess T-Tar, Hitmontop, Bulu, and things harder. At least for neutral.
Yeah, Charizard for harder too.
And Charizard, yep.
And again, we don't have Muddy Water because of again, you said what they have wide guard as an option.
Yeah.
And plus, again, burning is just too nice. Like, if they bring in Bulu and we burn them, there's no, and they're physical. There's no reason for them to complain because they made that risk.
Exactly. Yeah.
Of course, we're gonna be going for it, but.
Yeah, and I think the Combine is useful too to boost alongside other Pokemon that try to set up. Like, for instance, potentially like a Combine Reuniclus, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's good overall, and the Guava Berry for that longevity when we get low. What do we want to outrun again? I think it was
Bulu.
Adamant Drill. Or what was it?
It was Adamant Drill. We also outspeed Bulu.
Yeah.
I think Adamant Drill was the big one, especially after a Combine boost. Like, Muddy Water is actually not that strong when it's spread move, but like Combine boosted Scald, for example, does like a lot. And outspeeding Adamant Drill, which I think they should run versus us. Again, because of our speed tiers. If they're bringing, then again, if they're not bringing Sand, because one option is Tyranitar can be good versus us, but it can also be really detrimental due to the fact that, of course, we have Scrafty, Fini, Steelix gets boosted from it, so things like that. So if they do bring Sand, or if they do bring Drill, they might not necessarily bring Sand. And they, another thing they could do is obviously bring like Sand Force Drill instead of Sand Rush, which is, you know, something that could work versus us too, I think.
Because we have a much slower team, right? So they might want to abuse the power of not just getting speed, but also like just their power.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just something that could be a little bit better versus us. But if they run Adamant, then we're going to abuse that. I feel like, and I think this has a lot to do with them being VGC players. I remember my Finis when I was playing in VGC, they did not go this fast at all. They did not go this fast. And unless I was running Scarf Fini with Soak, I was not running, you know, a fast Fini, period, right? I wasn't running a fast Fini, period. So I don't think that they will go Jolly Drill necessarily, especially because our team is slower. I think that Adamant would be enough, but then again, they might want to outspeed max speed Serena. I don't know necessarily how that goes. But we'll see if the speed comes into play.
Yeah, they prep pretty well, like for week 1.
They really did. Yeah, I like their prep a lot. That actually influenced a lot of our prep too. So next up we have Scrafty. Now I have enough speed for a defensive Bulu. The 28 defensive Vs mean that we take, I believe, 2 Wood Hammers after Intimidate. The rest was put into attack for 2 KOing max HP Bulu. And then we have, you know, the rest is in HP. But it's Fake Out, Drain Punch, Knock Off, and Poison Jab. We were debating between Super Fan, we were debating between Dragon Tail, a whole bunch of things, even Bulk Up on Scrafty too. We ended up putting Red Car, which is pretty fun, I think. especially if they try to attack us with Zard. We can phase them out, and they'll give us more setup opportunities. We couldn't really decide on an item that we wanted. Rocky Helmet was another one we were thinking about. But we think Red Card would be really cool too, especially if they have a drill, and let's say we have Scrafty next to Talonflame, and they might go for Rock Slide, for example. We could protect, and then Red Card the hell of them out of there, and then like Crafty could take, for the most part, whatever attack they have there.
It's a pretty fun item for sure. Like it can force them out, and then just like like Joey said, we can get more setup opportunities, or we just put something in the back, and then like they can't bring it out towards until like the end, because they probably can't afford to switch into something.
Exactly.
And plus, the Intimidate support is really nice to help out mons like Snorlax Mew for setting up, and I think it's just great overall. So that because they have T-Tar Drill, which Scrafty really appreciates to get intimidated on stuff.
And what I also noticed is that they respect, well, most VGC players respect double fake outers, unlike us who go for fake out on Pokemon that can fake out us back. Shout out to Aaron and Baz.
Shout out to the Raichus.
So I doubt they'll fake out our Scrafty. At least initially. We of course would go for fake out on them if necessary.
Yeah.
We'll see. You want to talk about our last mon?
Yep, so our last mon that we have here is going to be Talonflame. We mainly just have it for that speed tier, which is really nice because it's outrunning their fastest mon out of any weather condition, which is going to be Electabuzz, right?
Yep.
And we're rocking Flame Body over Gale Wings just because of them having more physical attackers plus Bulu attack. Like this, we're planning on splitting the sides, being Snorlax, Mew, Steelix, and then Finny, Scrafty, Talonflame. So this is like the Bulu switch in or so for that side. Because and of course with Flame Body, they might potentially get burned, which is why we have that. So we have Swords Dance Protect. So this is an SD set, and we actually had, I think, we had a couple options on this. We had like Quick Guard, and we were thinking about Will-O-Wisp, and then we just went with Swords Dance in the end. So figured that the boosts could really help us out a lot, especially with U-Turn. U-Turn gives us some good momentum if we decide to lead with it, and it's not an unfavorable matchup like T-Tar or something. We can U-Turn out into something like Scrafty, get off Intimidates.
Exactly. T-Tar can't be Scarf either, which is cool because
yeah. Yeah, and the Swords Dance can be cool just because, like, even though we don't have Gale Wings or anything, it's still nice because if they bring in something that threatens Talonflame and we get a Swords Dance off, we get a U-turn that's double the attack. So I think that's really good in that sense.
No, I think it's good. It's good versus them in general. We were debating bulk up, but I think Swords Dance is just cooler. Again, like we Swords Dance and they bring in T-Tar, we U-turn on that, and we bring out Scrafty. Like we get a good chip off on them, and then everything like that. So yeah, that's the team. You guys can check them out. Their links will be down below. Check out MV as well. The battle will be going up sometime this week. Sorry about the lateness. It's just that we were just unable to find a time that worked between us.
Yeah, when you have 4 people, all different time zones pretty much, or at least 2 teams different time zones, trying to figure out a time can be a little bit difficult, but we'll definitely get this game up soon.
All right, guys. I'll see you there. Bye, friends.
Goodbye.